Video number 18 in the InPlay Online video series, and this one is going to be about navigating a timeline. So how to actually view the clips and what else you can do on that timeline page. Really important. So a timeline is obviously a very important part of your analysis. It's where all of your clips are. So I want to show you exactly what you can do on an InPlay Online timeline. So as usual, going to get straight into it. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. So I'm going to select a timeline here from the right hand side. This one has a lot of clips on there, so that's the one I'm going to select. You can see here all the rows, all the clips, etc. So first thing is I'm going to mute the video. So what I'll do first is on the right hand side here, which may be hidden by my face right now, but you've got the tagging panel here. If I go over to edit, this is where you can see all the information for that particular clip. So for example, if I click on a clip here, penalty area entry, you can see that clip plays, and then we have that information on the right hand side. So the name of the clip, any labels for that clip, the time of the clip, and then we can also kind of flick from the info. We can go over to the comments and we can go to the drawings, which is none in this clip, but I've showed you in previous videos on how to add them. So that's just kind of going through. So let me just click on a different clip over here. I'm going to click on a corner just here. I can press on the clip, it plays obviously, and it updates that in the right hand side, so it tells me the information for this corner clip that I'm now watching. So that's all well and good, going one by one, clicking on the clips. But what you probably want to do is just enter into a sequence of clips. So you might want to watch all of the corners back to back. So what you can do is just click on a row, so click here, and now this is playing the first clip. You can see we've got the kind of cursor here, it's playing this first one. There just so happens to be a drawing in that one, but if we continue on, once it's finished playing the first clip, it will automatically jump to the next clip. So it'll jump to the next corner, which is this one here. So I think it's after the keeper rolls this out, there we go, it's jumped automatically to the next one, right, that there. So what we can do now when we're in this sequence, we can use these buttons here. So if we want to quickly skip through the corners, we can click this one, and you can see I'm just going through, the cursor is jumping across each time through all of the corners in the game in order. So we can use that one for the next one, that one for the previous, and this middle one for the basically the same one to restart. So really easy to get through the clips that you want to view basically. So that's viewing the clips. Now let me show you something else here. So just on the top left of the timeline, you've got this slider. We can go in and zoom into the timeline. So this is really important. So this is where your cursor comes in. So let's say you wanted to zoom in to this section. All you would do is make sure your cursor is there, because whenever you zoom, the zoom basically takes you right into the cursor. So if I go in here, you can see I'm zooming in there. So once I'm in, I can just move to the left, move to the right, and you can see I've also got these options to move left and right as well. So really easy to get right in close and see the clips in more detail, which you can see here, the labels are visible once you get in closer, and also the numbers of the clips. So for example, this is the second corner in the game, it's corner clip number 2. Okay, so that is the zoom in out here. I missed this one here. So this basically orders your timeline in alphabetical order. So if I press this, you can see that's just rejig them all about, and we've got A down to obviously A to Z, but there's only a certain number of rows here, so that's organized them there. But we can also make changes to that order just by dragging them into whatever order we want. So if we want the shots on target right at the top, we can do that. Now, and I'm fully aware that I'm kind of firing a lot of things at you here, so feel free to review this again. But if I click in a row here, I can change the name of a row, shot on target instead of shot on. So all I did was click in there, type, and then hit enter, and that's changed the name of the row. So what we'll do is focus a few more buttons right here. So you've got the delete button, so that will either delete a clip or delete a row. So if I click on this one, then I can click delete. If I want to delete it, I don't want to delete it because this is a main timeline, but you can delete the clip or delete the row. Next to that one, you've got the option to merge overlapping clips. So I've got another video coming out on that, but effectively, if you have clips that are overlapping like so, and you want to make them into one longer clip, you can do that very easily. You can then make bulk adjustments to your clip, and that includes nudging your timeline left and right, adding seconds on to the start or the end of the clips. Again, there's another video on that coming too, so you can check that out separately. You can then duplicate clips. You can got the record mode, which we've covered in another video. You've got the another method of creating clips just here. So there's lots of different buttons, and obviously for you to kind of navigate through, probably the best way would be to sign up for a trial and have a go yourself. These are the buttons which I showed you a second ago to jump in left and right through the clips. And then there's a few more buttons on the right hand side here, so you can share the XML, you can collaborate with other people on this timeline, you can download the XML, and you can create a playlist. And of course you can jump over from the timeline to the matrix view just here. just by doing that. So yeah, the timeline itself, there's lots of things you can do on here. The main things obviously is to be able to easily review your clips. So just to recap what we said right at the start is if you wanted to watch all of the corners, you click on the row and then you can skip through the rows here. All of the while you can also zoom in as well. So this may have been the longest of the videos in this series, so hopefully it's not too long. Hopefully you've followed along okay there. But like I say, there's a link in this post to sign up for a free trial, so feel free to do that, play around with it yourself and see how you get on. Any questions, obviously give me a DM or drop a comment below this particular post. But hopefully that was useful and it was good for you to see what the timeline looks like on InPlay and how it interacts. And that goes for any timeline really. It goes for a timeline if you've created it on InPlay from scratch, or if you've imported an XML from another software tool. So it's exactly the same, they work the same way. So it's very easy to get used to using InPlay and kind of navigating around different timelines. And of course you can have as many different timelines as you want on your account. There's no limit whatsoever. So hopefully that was useful. So I will see you in the next video.